Is it working? Hello. I don't know. There is... yeah. Okay, so let's stop both YouTube and... just pause it so that we don't lose bandwidth on it. Yeah. And you can click here so you can see the chat.
Where?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. So, today, just a second, let me, yep, and today, I finished the navigation system for joysticks. So here it is, it works. For example, these bottom unit icons are automatically navigated with some IDs and with some system that I finished today. And also we can choose the types like staff, beast, demon, fighter and all again. So yeah, that is working. And yeah, that's it basically.
Well, you can mention that you are doing
yeah, right now
text.
I'm doing this pop-up window. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So in about, after the stream, in about 1 hour it will be complete, hopefully. And yeah, that's it. That will
it's
be
like a
for
description text, but it needs to fit whenever it needs to fit, and also it scales automatically and does everything. So every button can have option to have any of these descriptions. So
yeah, that's it about today. What's next?
Let's see.
Show animation. Yeah, we have animation. Just let me show you for a second. That's artwork. This or two. Oh. And here it is. Idle. And walking.
So now we are locked in with an animator. We were all this time we were experimenting, trying to work with people, and right now we locked on to work with an animator, and we're really happy with how it turned out. What are you doing?
Oh,
we lost. But you should open this because we might have some chat there. All right. So. What is up? Yeah, never mind. Yeah, we're just gonna talk like somebody's here because we don't know. This is 30 seconds into future, so if somebody pops in and we're like, there's nobody here, we don't need to talk, well, they're gone and we never seen them even being here. And plus, it will leave the video if somebody wants to check out, maybe publisher, who knows?
Yeah.
So, as you can see here, his face, like, you're probably getting a bit worse resolution than we can see here, but his face is going, is moving like left and right, and there are some slight 3D effects. When you play the attack animation, it's going to be even more obvious. As you can see, his whole body is changing the shape, and the face, the axe is also getting bigger. So we're really happy with how this is going, and right now we are our artists are working on the on changing their colors so that they're the red ones and the blue ones for player. And there are a lot of stuff that we need to do about animations that needs to be figured out. Let's see the file. Yeah, that one. Animations. Yeah. Alright, let's talk a little bit about what we actually want to do with the animation. So, we actually want their faces to change while they are fighting. So the orc might be attacking and he'll be angry and like yelling, ah, you know, he's attacking. And then maybe somebody's attacking him, so he will put his axe in front of him to parry, and he might change the facial expression to something nervous, like, ah, you know, he's struggling to defend himself. Then, what else did we want? Yeah, when he dies, we want the weapon to drop down on the floor, and we have a design for a new system with these kind of weapons. We're gonna get into that in a moment. But also, when he dies, so the weapon would drop, and if something really sharp finished his life, if something really strong hit him, like if one orc would throw an axe into another, his head might fly off and drop on the other place. Of course, we would add the options to disable that, just because maybe somebody underage is playing and they don't, well, their parents don't want them to see that. So, and now let's talk about weapons and that system. So as we have right now, orcs can throw axes, but it's just like an ability that just has hold down, and we want to change that. We're going to put one axe on his back, and then he would actually throw that axe, but then he wouldn't have anything else to throw anymore, but he can actually pick up the weapon from another dead character and throw that weapon. So he would be fighting, and then maybe there is a corpse nearby, so he walks by, picks a weapon, throw at somebody far away, and keeps fighting with whoever he was fighting with. And then some mages, like somebody who has some telekinesis or something like that, could actually pick up the weapon that is on the floor and push it, throw it at somebody. Another thing that we would use is dead bodies. So for instance, we would have Warlock, and he could actually use somebody's dead body to use the remaining energy to summon something, like summon a shield, or maybe cast some ray directly from that body into some enemy. So these would all be kind of tactical things to consider. You see, like, it's 5 versus 5, so Warlock could be useful because there will be a lot of dead bodies and he can shine, right? So, or there are a lot of weapons already on the stage. There could be some weapons that are already left on the stage, so you can maybe position your characters to be able to pick up some weapons and generally stuff like that. Do we have anything else that... Action ideas... Yeah, I would ask you guys for other ideas, but you guys are no guys, nobody's here. So, or maybe there is somebody and we don't see it, right? I don't know. But if you're watching this later, or if you are here and we don't see, feel free to suggest some other ideas for actions. I'm running ahead of myself. I was planning to talk about few actions and then ask that. But I just read it and I just said it. But since we want to, well, actually Chode wants to finish this UI thing that he's working on, because it's it's going to be a problem doing it tomorrow. That's why we're not going to...
It's not, but if I started this and I want to finish this, and then we would move to another thing.
Right, it's nice to just finish. Alright, I thought it was kind of open, like, you know, you open somebody and then you need to put it back together, because tomorrow who knows what is where. So we won't be here for long, that's why. And yeah, we moved this stream at 4 p.m. Well, 4 p.m. for us, it's 9 a.m. Central Time, because we wanted to stream a little shorter, just talk a little bit about games, maybe play around with it a little bit, but we don't really need 2 hours for stream that we planned originally.
Yeah. Maybe in the future, why not? But
Yeah.
for now,
Yeah.
there is
At some
instead
points,
of 2 hours of stream, we could use that 1 hour to work
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
additionally, and 1 hour for stream, and that's pretty much okay. And
Right.
we actually don't have anything to talk about about
the
the
problem,
game,
yeah.
and that's the problem with 2 hours streams. So
Last
Yeah.
time we were playing some Gladiator game that we bought
Yeah.
on Steam, and everybody left. He almost left. So.
yeah. So yeah, this the animations we are really happy with
Yeah.
how it's going.
Really juicy and smooth and everything.
Yeah. You see why we wanted to use spine animation, because as you can see here, he's attacking, and suddenly when I play the
it.
walk animation,
Do it in slow motion to see how it's
yeah.
awesome. Fucking awesome. I didn't even notice this.
What?
That we can see the transition in this window. I thought it would be
Yeah,
only
yeah,
apparent
you
in
could
the.
see.
But change it like from here to idle. Yeah, he brought it back.
So you can see when
It's
he
amazing,
attacks,
brother.
and now I play
It's
the
not
idle
times-
animation, that
yeah.
transition, it's not like and
Yeah.
then idle. It's not.
An animator didn't really make any specific transition. He couldn't even
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what point it's going to be.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try attack, and when the axe is down, going to walk. I'm curious how it will. Yeah, he already starts
Yeah.
moving his legs before the axe is
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Amazing.
That's why we want to use spine.
It's going to
Tool.
be really smooth. Like,
Yeah.
And with all
But
the effects.
if the animations are like frame by frame, we could never have this
Exactly.
smooth transition between animations.
Also, as you can see, this is really slowed down, like 20%.
Yeah, this really slowed down.
And with sprite by sprite, it's all laggy, like right now with our current placeholders. Awesome.
And yeah, that's it.
I feel like there was something else to say. Yeah, when we, well, probably in a month, we're going to have several characters, and they are going to be fully animated, and then we can start adding new abilities more often, and just 1 or 2 new abilities, and we can already play around with the game. It's going to change a lot. For instance, now we have some shield from dead characters, and that is going to be enough to make a new interesting combat decisions, right? While right now we are just rotating through the same thing over and over again. No, I think we're, yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Last time we were recording at smaller, more zoomed in window, yeah. Display capture. Is this working? Like, are we live? Let's click live here. Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. I'm wondering why. Can you check here? Why Twitch is not really sending any traffic? Maybe. I mean, usually they send somebody who pops in and out, and I don't know. Who knows? We will figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
So for now, we'll talk about actions. I was actually started writing lists of some actions for orc, for, you know, some of the characters, but let's collect some more of that, and we're gonna talk about that next time. So
Yeah.
right now we're gonna, well, is there anything else?
Well, about the plans for tomorrow.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about
the
that.
plans for first of all, the plan for today is that I finish this and I will try to do my best to finish it and then that's like milestone in all of these interface and everything programming, so that tomorrow we could do animations. Well, we have animations, but we have to make animation system for the units, and that's a big part of the core game.
Yeah, exactly. Right now the
system.
whole game is rotated around these sprite animations. So
Yeah,
there is a
frame
lot.
by
There is like
frame
a
animations.
week of programming to do just that. Maybe a bit less, maybe. But there was. With all the bug fixing and patching and everything.
Yeah.
So now we need to scratch that. Well, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it.
We will keep this.
We'll keep
and
it, but we can have
import
both.
this sprite
Yeah.
system.
It's going to be like separating, but they should both work so that we can like use the old characters as well.
Yeah. And that's the plan for tomorrow. And if we manage to finish that, then we will change the core system of unit behavior, because now we will have this weapon part that we didn't have.
Right.
Yeah, and
the
so
thing that we were talking about.
yeah.
earlier.
So we will have to change the how unit works
Yeah.
and everything, basically the core system. And yeah, that's it. Maybe we'll made to do this tomorrow, all of that, but
I doubt
we'll
it.
see.
I think maybe
Yeah.
animations, but the system with weapons, we actually need a list of all the interactive things like weapons, probably another list of dead units that somebody can like detect and see, because
there's a lot
some
of stuff
actions
there.
can interact with that, right?
Yeah.
So it could take a while, yeah. But all right, it's
It
an
could
interesting
take
new
maybe 2
feature
days.
to like. It adds a whole new mechanic and dynamic.
It will took us probably about 2 days for this.
For both, you mean?
Yeah,
or?
for both.
Yeah.
Both. One day
Yeah,
for
we can
animation
probably
system
do
and the other
X
day.
pickup. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe if today when I finish this I see some stuff that that's better to do like right away after this, maybe tomorrow I will maybe just continue to work on the interface, and then Friday and Thursday we will work on the animation and this core system.
Right.
We'll talk about that
Yeah,
later.
depends on what. We actually need to switch to animations pretty soon because the animator is working on it, and we need to get it right before he can continue like printing every single animations for all.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot. But in case that you find something that is really like important, that really needs to be addressed right away, because it will like, well, till the system is fresh in your mind, then sure, we can delay it for one more day.
Well, there is, because right now I'm doing this pop-up like box text, and that system is connected with this big pop-up text, for the character. And the best way would be if I can connect this to another navigation system for joysticks, so whole thing would work,
Exactly, yeah.
And when I'm here, when I'm there, when I'm doing this, I think the best would be to
do it right now.
To do it right now,
Of
and
course.
with all systems connected. And
Of course.
Yeah. So
Sure.
we will see if I manage to finish this after the stream, or
Yeah.
it would take me tomorrow some time. So
Sure.
yeah,
That would be that. So this was the shortest so far, but alright, we were talking about 20
probably the
minutes.
shortest, but probably the most efficient stream, like we told that.
Well, we said what
Efficient
is up,
stream.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
0 viewers.
Yeah, it's very efficient.
Very extremely efficient.
Yeah. I think the most
Change
fun.
the angle of the camera because I'm always like whether I'm
Yeah,
talking to you or
exactly.
I'm looking at this
Or
monitor
this.
or this
Whoever
monitor.
is sitting here never
look-
looks
I
at
never
the
look
camera. Yeah,
at the camera. Yeah,
exactly.
that's the problem.
We're actually getting a new one pretty soon, so you can see how handsome we are and how this room is fancy, stuff like that. So,
Yeah,
that's that.
that's it. See you guys tomorrow at 8.
It's
9
9
Central
Central time,
Time.
but there is a timer, so you can actually see exactly
Yeah,
for your time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll
See you.
see you.